Les Moonves is stepping down in the coming hours as the head of CBS. His departure is part of a corporate settlement fight for control of the network. It also follows a series of accusations by women of sexual harassment and assault going as far back as the 1980s, including claims of physical violence and forced sex. Last month, the New Yorker's Ronan Farrow published an article detailing accusations of sexual harassment and assault against Moonves by 6 women who spoke on the record. And today, 6 more women have come forward with similar allegations, including prominent executive Phyllis Golden Gottlieb, which Ronan Farrow details in a new article.
The reason, Brian, that these women are coming out now is that they have been extraordinarily frustrated by what they perceive to be inaction on the part of CBS and its board. And that really is integral to what prompted this follow-up story.
Senior media correspondent and host of Reliable Sources, Brian Stelter, joining me right now. So, Brian, you broke this story. What more can you tell us about this departure?
That in the coming hours, this will be announced by CBS, and Moonves stands to earn an enormous amount of money, even as these Me Too allegations loom. Frederica, this is the first time we've seen a Fortune 500 CEO stepping down amid allegations of harassment and assault. In this almost year that has passed, when we've talked about the Me Too movement, we've seen many Hollywood stars and journalists and others lose their jobs. But this is different. This is a CEO who runs a giant company who makes hundreds of millions of dollars. And were he not leaving amid harassment allegations, he would stand to make $180 million. When this is all said and done, he may still earn more than $100 million through stock and other forms of compensation. But all of that is still up in the air because 2 law firms are still investigating the harassment charges against him. So stepping back 6 weeks here, that's when Ronan Farrow came out with his first story about Moonves. There were charges of harassment and groping. He admitted to some mistakes in his past, but said he had never abused his power. Farrow kept talking to other women, other sources who might have been reluctant to come forward in July. They were frustrated that the board didn't take more serious action against Moonves. They were surprised Moonves wasn't suspended or pushed out right away. So that's why, as a result, more women came forward on the record in this new follow-up story today. So as all this is coming forward, as all of these allegations of harassment are coming forward, there's also been this incredible corporate drama at CBS for several months. Moonves might say this is all a result of a coup, a corporate coup, having nothing to do with the Me Too allegations. But I think what we're seeing is an extraordinary confluence of events. 2 things are true at the same time. There was this corporate battle over the future of CBS, which Moonves has lost, and there have been these harassment allegations that had piled up against him. And as a result of both things happening at the same time, he'll be stepping down as soon as tonight.
So, Brian, is there a feeling that his departure also means that others may follow?
That's an important question because one of the other men accused in the New Yorker story by Ronan Farrow in July was 60 Minutes news magazine executive producer Jeff Fager. But Fager's future's kind of been up in the air because no one knew what was going to happen to the big boss, to Les Moonves. What a strange and awkward situation when the CEO of the company is accused of misconduct. And then you've got other staffers in the ranks also accused. Nothing's been decided about Fager until the situation with Moonves is handled. But what I'm told is that these exit talks for Moonves have been finalized in the past few days. They now have been finalized, and this announcement will come either tonight or before the market opens on Monday. Like I said, haven't seen this before in the Me Too era where a giant corporate CEO is stepping aside. And now the debate will be, is it because of the corporate battle? Is it because of the Me Too allegations? It may end up being a mixture of both. But it's the end of an era for CBS, and it's an important moment of accountability for the women who accused him of harassment.